Some time ago in 2020, I decided to be more responsible. I think that's the word. So I decided to go for job hunting. I went online, I searched for jobs, and I kept searching until I was lucky to be able to find a video editing job online. Now, as at that time, 2020 was a really defining year for me. It was the year when I started making my YouTube videos. I was starting to define myself, define my life goals. I knew what exactly I wanted, and I had already started building my video editing skills. When I saw the job, I was like, oh yes, this is a good opportunity for me to improve my video editing skills and perhaps meet like-minded people like me of same gender or probably of the opposite gender, and I'll be able to learn from them. So I was so excited that finally I'm going to be living my dream life, and somehow I felt it was going to somehow influence my YouTube content because I had the opportunity to work with fellow video editors. Fast forward to the day of the interview. Hello ma'am, yeah, you're welcome to our company, and how can I help you? I was invited for an interview. Oh, just have your seat. Thank you very much. Write down your name when you came. When our manager is around, he would call you in for the interview. Thank you very much, ma. I really hope I get this job. Fast forward to the day of the interview. I was supposed to go for enjoyment in my family to, see a cousin of ours, but then I had to give it all up because the future is very important. I needed to be a high value woman. So I gave up fun just for the interview. So I sat down and then I looked and realized that they were all guys there and I was the only lady sitting there. Kind of was intimidating to be the only lady in the midst of men.
Listen up everybody, I am the interviewer of this company and we are looking for video editors. So if I call you, just come inside and you get interviewed by our manager.
The interviewer finally came and began to call everyone for the interview. They kept calling everyone for the interview, but I wasn't called in for the interview. And after about 2 hours or so, he came out and was like, the interview is over. And somehow the interview involved we proving we could edit videos within 10 minutes. You could edit a wedding video within 10 minutes, edit whatever video they wanted you to edit within 10 minutes. And so I felt like, God, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to do this? To have that much experience to be able to, be qualified for this job. By the time they were done with the interview, they didn't call me in for the interview, and I was curious. I was like, why wasn't I called? And when the man came out and he was about leaving, I was like, sir, why wasn't I called? And he was like, what? You also came in for the interview? And I was like, yes, I came for the interview. And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I actually thought you came in for the position of a salesperson here, because the people that came in for the position of a salesperson here were all totally females. And he was like, a female video editor, interesting, let's see what you can do. So he called me in for the interview. After asking me a few questions, he gave me a laptop and asked me to work on some content. And oh well, I was very nervous. My hands were literally shaking. I was literally very scared because I didn't feel like, oh, I had much capacity to be able to do what others were doing, because the guys before me were guys that were good and all that stuff. So I felt like, okay, not only am I a female, I'm small, I'm petite, and I didn't feel like I had that much ability like every other person. But I went ahead and I did the interview and I edited a wedding video. By the time I was done, I was already exhausted. And then eventually he called me in and told me that he thinks I have prospect and that he feels like I am actually going to do well if I should focus on video editing. And he was actually surprised to see that a lady could edit videos, which most ladies aren't really like interested in doing and all that. but he didn't feel like I was strong enough for the position at that time. So he encouraged me and asked me to, keep improving, keep doing well, and encouraged me that my mates are out there getting bone straight hair, trying to live the baby girl life. Of course, I also want to live the baby girl life. Eventually, I got the job. I mean, I didn't get the job. If I had gotten the job, I would probably have enough money to run for the position of a president in Nigeria. I felt really sad. Like, I have been putting so much effort into this thing. Why didn't it work out? Why wasn't I picked? Forget about all the encouragement the man gave me. To me, it wasn't necessary. What I wanted was, are you going to give me the job or not? I felt really sad, and so I decided to take myself out because I had missed the family outing that we're supposed to go visit a family friend and all that. I missed it, so I decided to take myself out, and that was it. Well, the whole incident was enough for me to get discouraged. I mean, that was just like the beginning phase of my life. Even though not the beginning, but it was more like the phase in which I was beginning to discover myself, getting to, improve myself, making decisions to be better than the previous version of me. And so I expected to, begin to see results almost immediately, but it didn't work out. I remember taking myself out and telling myself things like, I will never be intimidated. I'll never be intimidated by anyone, by any man, by any fellow woman. I'll never be intimidated by people that were bigger than me. And I'm going to do stuff that, are going to exceed my imaginations or probably imaginations of people. Even though you don't agree, I believe that God has placed so much in me and given me the ability to do whatever I want to do as long as I am willing to put in the effort for it. It was a very sad experience, but it was also a redefining moment for me. Like, I just knew that, okay, you only just got started. There's still a long way for you to go. So why am I making this video? I didn't make this video for motivational talk. I'm just trying to let you know that I am human and I fail. And the fact that I fail, you're going to fail too, but it really doesn't make you a failure. It only shows that we are humans and there's definitely room for improvement. Auntie, what? Forgot to tell them something very important. Oh, please do well to subscribe to this channel. Very important. Even though you don't like my face, just subscribe. And if you like this video and you like my face, make sure you give me a like button and share to those that are important to you.